Hey guys, I'm Nat.
And I'm Jasmine, and together we are
Created by Nat and Jay. So today we've got a very fun flip for you. We've got this old, not really beat up, it was in pretty decent shape. We had to do a lot to it to get it to where it is now, but we've got a super fun flip for you. If you like this kind of thing, you're gonna wanna stay tuned to see the end result. And if you think we're cool, you should probably like our video.
Yes.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
And go ahead and drop a comment in the comment box.
And share with your pals.
Absolutely share with your pals.
Absolutely. Well, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
As you can see here, we are just prepping our piece. Step one is always taking off that old hardware. So for this piece, we didn't really like that old school trim around the bottom. So here we are attempting to take that off. You always want to make sure you figure out how it is on there. Because if it's just some screws, then just unscrew it. Because looky there, it comes right off every time.
So we were really going for a very modern, sleek look on this dresser, and that trim piece just had to go. And once we got it off, it looked busted. So what we did, and we forgot to record it, but we basically just flipped it over, got some clamps, glued it up, and put it right back where it was to begin with. Now you can see we are cleaning the dresser. When you clean your furniture, you always want to use something with a degreaser. So TSP solution, Dawn dish soap works, whatever you use, you want to get all that nasty grease, dirt, and grime off your piece.
So, as you will see in the end result, this part was totally a failed attempt, but we just thought we'd include it just for kicks and giggles. We were attempting to go for the dipped look, where we had natural wood on the top half, paint on the bottom half. However, this is not real wood, so we attempt to strip it, and nothing happened. Nothing happened at all, as you can see.
Okay, so now what I'm doing is taking some wood glue and just gluing up this drawer. It had fallen and literally fallen apart. So we're just fixing it up here with some wood glue. I've got some clamps, I'm clamping it together, and we literally set it and let it dry overnight. Now this next part is called scuff sanding. Whenever you have a piece of furniture that has a polish or any kind of finish on it, you kind of want to remove a little bit of that so your paint has something to stick to. So all we're doing now is we're just scuff sanding all of the surfaces of the dresser.
So as you can see here, we're just using some wood filler to fill those hardware holes as we will be placing them elsewhere. And then also throughout the piece, if you have any dings that you need to fill as well, we used wood filler for that as well. We just wanted a really smooth finish across it. And then of course you'll sand all that back.
So 9 times out of 10, whenever we have something that we just need to fill, like a ding or a nick, we just use wood filler. However, if we ever need to completely reconstruct something, we use what's called Bondo. And this stuff is basically the bee's knees for rebuilding parts of furniture. All you do is it's a 2-part solution. You get the putty, you get the hardener, mix it together, and apply it to the area as needed. As you can see now, I'm using an oil-based primer. Y'all, I hate the oil-based primers, but I've tried the water-based so many times and I always get bleed through. So if you are a furniture flipper and you know what you're doing and you can avoid oil-based primer, holla at your girl, because we struggling. But here I am using an oil-based primer, rolling it on because it's a mess to clean out of a sprayer. All right, so now it's our favorite step, and it's painting. But before we paint, I was recommended this paint transformer by Katie from Salvaged by Kay Scott. And this stuff, you know, I don't have a full review on it just yet because we just started using it, but I do prefer to use chalk paint to paint my furniture. However, just the price of it has just continued to increase. So basically you add some to your latex or mineral based paint and it gives it a chalky finish. Now, spraying paint is probably a video in itself, and maybe we'll get that out for you guys someday. But right now, all we're doing is we're spraying on that paint color. We typically do 3 coats of color depending on the pigment. Sometimes you can get away with 2, other times you'll need 4. But after we let that completely dry, and remember, you want to follow the rules on your paint can because each paint is different. But once your color completely dries, we go over with a top coat. All of this stuff that we use in this video will link in the description box, but we like to use Minwax Ultra Flat. I'm a matte girl, so is my sis. And so we do 2 coats of the top coat on the dresser fully, and then 3 on the top, just to add some extra protection. You know, people like to put stuff on top of their dressers. We want to make sure that we're really protecting that paint color so that it doesn't chip in the future. this. Probably the laziest way to measure and mark hardware holes, but we're moms, we're busy, we got to get things done quickly and efficiently. So what I'm using here is a caliper. Pretty sure that's what that tool is called. If not, go ahead and correct me in the comments. Y'all, we are figuring this stuff out as we go. But it's like a digital measuring tape essentially, and it just makes the job super duper easy. And so I use that on some painter's tape to mark where my holes will be. Then I use a nail and a mallet. Y'all, don't judge, okay? It just makes it super easy. And then I line up my drill, put those holes in, and then we install the hardware. And literally just like that, you've got yourself a completely flipped dresser